alive. I leave to you. Uh, I'm gonna grab links and start putting them places.
Oh, I forgot to mute my iPad.
I can't hear it. I
Oh,
can't.
thank goodness.
I can't hear it. Share. Tweet.
I love this mic. It blocks out all outcoming noise. Yay.
Yeah.
Right. If you want, I'll put it in the office.
Yeah, you get the office, I'll get the other places.
Alright.
Mumsy, you do realize people can hear you.
I of course I did.
It's okay, you have to remember, most of these people know you as Spyro. Who is just an absolute entity of chaos and mayhem. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another sort of Sesh art stream. Today, as you can see from the amalgamation that stands before us, we are going to be drawing Eva as a Leonin. Now, this one's going to be a challenge because I had to put a lot of Eva's kind of original concept and character traits aside for this.
You had to take them out to pasture.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, there's just plain up a lot of Eva's easily identifiable traits that just don't translate well to the Leonin species.
Because Leonins are interesting.
Are wildly different from human just wildly different in every way, shape, and form possible.
Mm-hmm. Making drawing Ava as one a bit more of a challenge than most people would realize.
Yeah, because, I mean, we can't keep Eva's petite body structure because when was the last time you saw a petite Leonin?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, for goodness sake, I put people. It said hello apples. Why?
Mumsy, your autocorrect is cursed, as is you and your lineage.
Aww. That's the sweetest thing you've ever said.
Yeah. So, a thing to note about Leonin is that they live in a. Yes, I'm drawing a cat person.
Yes. Specifically a lion person.
Yes, although there is art out there of leopard and possibly even tiger themed Leonin. The husband has said nothing about the canonicity of these entities, so we're going to assume lion.
Mm-hmm. See, one thing I would really like to see in Theros, and I want to get your word on this one here, Susan. A rivalry,
Words hard.
Yeah, a rivalry with gnolls on the plains of Scophos.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I'm not sure if gnolls are canon to Theros, like if they actually exist in it.
It would be something to think about, though, when it comes to Theros. Yes, it is interesting to sort of think of it. Whether or not it would be deemed reasonably
Canon.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it's one of those. I'm pretty sure Knolls are not canon to Theros. I'll have to look, but I don't remember seeing any Knoll cards or like
Hmm.
hyena people cards.
I think I've seen something like that, but I'm not too sure
Thing it was.
which expansion it came from, because it could have been from more recent ones.
Yeah, probably the Forgotten Realms one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At
Yeah.
least Spyro didn't cause an Inquisitor to hate the party. Well, yeah.
It's one of those, yes, but also the day is still young.
And Spyro is a gullible fool with no real idea on how to socially interact with the mortal plane, as it were.
With
Remember, he lived with satyrs for near on 20 odd years. So
he's
his
the man's been
yeah,
around satyrs, which makes sense given that he is one, his entire life, basically.
yeah, his entire life. So concept of any concept in terms of indecency and somewhat cultured sort of manners and whatnot is potentially lost on him, kind of like
How he gets lost all the freaking time.
yes, exactly. You know exactly where I was going with it, even if my brain decided to go burp. Burp? Derp. Damn it.
English is a hellscape of a language.
I swear I'm 100% English.
You have a British accent, Mumsy.
True. Though I have a Gloucestershire accent, which means I go very country at random times. So if I may sound posh now, but if I say something along the lines of farmer, farmer, I turn into Farmer Giles from Gloucestershire.
Yeah, there is that to be thankful for. So, I do think that a Leonin Eva probably wouldn't have ended up taking the rogue's path to life,
No, no, definitely not.
even though she's a rogue in the scout flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up going the druid or ranger route.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Cleric is something that Leonins don't go for because they have a moderate disdain for the gods.
They have a thing regarding gods, but druid,
Becoming a champion of a god is kind of like
a
sort of spitting
thing.
in the face of your people kind of thing, which is the reason why Aslan was so against being Helioid's
Champion.
emissary. Yeah, being
Emissary,
his emissary.
champion, unfortunate butt monkey.
Butt monkey? I was gonna say punching bag, but okay. I'll leave you to that one there, Susan.
You have not missed much, Crow. We've just
Crow!
gotten started.
Crow, my favorite Minotaur.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but druids, which are essentially nature. Are you a divine caster? Yes. Do you worship a god? No.
I say hi to the trees, they say hi back. That is my life.
Yeah. For Leonins, it's like, do the gods exist? Yes. Do I give a single flying thing I can't say? No.
Do I give a flying fungus? No.
Yeah. I mean, Aslan has some respect for some of the gods.
Just one or two have earned his personal hell no's to the nah.
Yeah. And of course, then there's the. In a minute, buddy. Yeah, and the thing with I think the gods that have gained Aslan's, like, okay, I respect you, are also kind of the ones that haven't screwed the party over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Clothis has his respect because she, saved his bacon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is a because of you, I am not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farika also, because again, saved his bacon more than once.
Mm-hmm. You see, I think what makes Aslan and Jude really good characters is the fact that they don't really um they have this sort of skepticism towards the gods, and
And
they only really sort of acknowledge them if they're actually reasonable in terms of being helpful, rather than being a hindrance.
yeah, it's like, are you actually gonna help me or are you here to screw me over?
Yeah. Um, which is
And I mean, it's a great thing to sort of know. I'm
mm.
sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you.
Ah, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You pretty much you pretty much finished the point that my brain went derp on, so don't you worry.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so I do think a Leonin Eva would probably end up walking the druid's path to life.
Mm-hmm. But also maybe possibly still a member of the raiding party.
Yeah, because bringing your medic to this
Mm-hmm.
seems like at least a slightly wise suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, Aslan already kind of goes along with what Ava says because he's used to
Mhm.
growing up in a very matriarchal society.
I never even thought of that. That makes sense. That is something I forgot about, and I wish I remembered that.
But yeah, and since the claws are retractable, just gonna put like little. There's not really a need to put
Have
have them prominent because they're supposed to be retractable. But can put little delineators for them on the toes. Toes. Is there a chance Leonin Eva could still be a champion of Iroas? Heck yes. Yeah, Tauros
oh yeah.
follows Eva out of sheer respect. Kind of the reason he's not in. Yeah, Eva is the reason Tauros is not in jail.
But also something we didn't think about. Ava as a Leonin could actually be under Karametra. Is it Karametra or is it how do you pronounce that again?
I always say it Karametra or Nylea.
I think they're both two different gods.
Yeah, it's one of those. One is the goddess of agriculture, and the other is the goddess of the purely wild places.
Because I can imagine Leon and Ava being like, I need to find food for my people. This god is the god of agriculture and food. Might be a good person to follow.
Might be a good person to hit up.
Mm-hmm. Granted, you're not destroying people's food sources. You are just redistributing.
Borrowing. Aggressively.
Yes, with force.
Okay, you know what? It looks strange, but we can do that. Yeah, Nylea is the hunt and other sorts of wildlife. That's nice, Ben. Can you sit down, please? It's called sit down before you fall off the bed. There we go.
Ah, lovely.
Could it works. Now
Yeah.
a thing that we're gonna do with this Ava that is kind of there will be kind of a main type thing. And before anybody comes at me like it's a lioness, they're not supposed to have manes. Maned lionesses exist. Google. Just Google and then bite me. The small Yeah, his school is closed today. Yeah, maned lionesses exist in nature, so it would make sense for them to exist in Theros.
Yeah. They might be highly revered
Yeah,
in the Leonin tribes.
right. The thing is, it's already a matriarchy, so hard to tell.
Mm.
But yeah, now we start going into the colors department. Lions are brown-ish.
Say sandy.
Yeah. How about this for like a base color?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Now I'm gonna do one thing really quick. Just be gone. That looks uncomfortably a lot like human skin. Let's there we go. This'll do. Does not give me uncomfortable skin vibes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So snakes can protect themselves. Okay.
Yeah, Nylea feels no need to look after them because they can look after themselves. Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. They need no help from nobody.
And now we just darken it and make it a little more kind of reddish.
Yeah.
Or to or go with this kind of color and then sort of darken
Put
at
like
the
red.
tips.
Yeah. Yeah, make a little bit of red highlights. Yeah.
Am I
Ow.
for
Eat.
you all right over there?
Yeah, nah, I just smack my knee against the table, like I normally do.
You and your entire lineage are cursed. Yeah, because a lot
I
of
just
lions I've seen, their manes are not pure monochrome, like they're often tipped with black.
yeah. That could be something to do with the Caspian lion sort of gene sort of thing going on. Oh. I think I'm gonna need some new knees.
Because you keep beating them against things.
Yeah, I've got like 16 bruises on one knee right now. Ah.
I've said it once on stream and I'll say it again. You and your entire lineage are cursed. Good morning, darling. Nothing much. How are you? Have I seen Monster Hunter Legends of the Guild? Yes, actually, the entire Dice Sesh crew watched it together on its release night.
Mm-hmm. We love the cat, by the way. I forgot his name, but we love the cat.
Yeah, and it kind of conveys the weight of the Monster Hunter universe that I think it conveys the weight of the universe of Monster Hunter that sometimes I think the games forget about. Because like monster hunting is actually a really heckin' dangerous profession.
Yeah, and not a lot of people really have the skill set to actually physically pursue it. So it's not a profession that is
Gone into lightly.
yeah, exactly. And those that do go in there are often spread quite far
And
because of
thin.
the far and thin, which makes a hell of a lot of sense in the context of what was going on in that movie with the idea that yes, they called for help, but it may not get there for a couple of weeks. They have to think quickly and they have to think
Yeah, they have to think quick and decisively.
Yeah.
In a little bit, okay?
It's right next to you.
Here.
Oh, he's a treasure.
Here's a hug.
Oh, bless him.
Also, it really conveys the sort of power elder dragons have. Like,
oh yeah,
we're gonna talk about storyline here for a hot minute. If you haven't seen it, please do so before we. But please leave and go do so. It's not a long watch, but you'll really enjoy it. And from everything I've seen, Leonin paw pads are the paw pads on lions are black. Yeah.
I've seen quite a few sunburnt paw pads actually.
A thing can sunburn regardless of whether or not it's darker colored.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Just a lot of the ones I've seen are black.
Yeah, no, I've seen
some
sunburnt ones.
Yeah, anyway, Legends of the Guild. Yeah, Lunastra Flame straight up disintegrates a mofo.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
That is if that does not speak to the power in one of these creatures, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. There was a sense there was a sense of urgency with that movie that I kind of liked because it's not really something that sort of shows up in sort of the Monster Hunter games as much because they're just like, it's okay, we have our number one hunter to deal with these issues. And we're like, thanks for throwing me under the bus. But
it's like, gee, thanks. 5 minutes later, you're fleeing from a devil joke. I regret career choices.
You come back broken. How did it go? It beat my ass and sent me home. What do you think?
It's dead. What more do you want? Now pay me. Yeah, there are no faints, just fatalities.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as a cart. There's just you getting bodied.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like D&D, without divine intervention.
Yeah, or healing magic.
Yeah. Which we are so thankful we have Tauros. We don't know what we would do without him.
Scream, flail, and die. A lot.
In that order.
Yep. Now comes the fun bit. I get to draw clothes.
Yay!
Because
We didn't forget about clothes this time, like we did with the Centaur Eva.
Yep. Nope. If you're a hunter, you're either brave, insane, or both.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Now. Now, a thing. Now, regarding what we're drawing, Leonin Eva, she is like already. Aslan follows Eva pretty hard.
Yeah.
But if she were a female Leonin, probably more so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we saw your last comment. We just got a bunch of other things we need to speak of. Yeah, and the thing is, and yes, they're not going to be drawing a lot of clothes for this character, but have you seen a Leonin leg structure? That does not allow for, like, a lot. Like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Like a sort of. Like a sort of.
Is it weird that the whenever I think of Leonin sort of clothing, I kind of feel it would be sort of ancient Egyptian in sort of color and material for some reason.
No, that
Sort of that.
that makes perfect amounts of sense.
Very elegant but also practical.
Yeah. Which is why I've drawn this kind of outfit right here.
Mm-hmm. No worries. Do you know, I just had a thought. There was one question that I was going to ask you all, and it's just I know what I was going to ask. The most interesting D&D character all of you have created.
Yeah, or even just a character for a story. They don't have to have like a D&D style character sheet.
I could tell you mine.
Is it Spyro?
No. Noriko. Noriko Balthazar Bromwyn.
Oh, good.
My fire genasi.
Oh, good lord. Just that name alone.
He took his father's last name.
Oh yeah, he's the dude who the combat skirt maybe. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for down here because a lot of the art I've seen of Theros soldiers, particularly Akroan ones, they have this kind of. It's like a skirt tucked between their legs with a fold of fabric in front.
Yeah.
I don't know what the frick it is or what it's called, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a sash type thing.
Yes, a sash. That's the word I was looking for.
I help.
Yeah. I should probably. Now, for anybody who's gonna complain about, oh no, you gave Bob armor, blah blah blah. fits exist. Like, okay, so I'm gonna be blunt here. I am a girl who is on the bigger side of things. If somebody were to make a suit of armor for a character of my body type, they would have to accommodate for a chest. Boob armor that is just armor with a visible line for boob is not as scandalous as people think it is.
Yeah. Okay, so Kurt, Kenku Wizard lived under a house. Team set a full inn on fire. There were screams.
Oh god, why?
Oh boy. Interesting. Oh yeah, so Noriko. Before I forget, Noriko took his father's last name because he was the result of a wish on a mountain where his father was laying dying. He wanted his legacy to outlive him. What he meant by that was he wanted his story to continue on for generations.
Yeah.
Bad wording, probably because he was bleeding to death. The genie was like, haha, your wish is... Ah, great, I'm pregnant. And that was basically what happened. He was then born. He's got a very overbearing mother. He became a warlock after the rest of the party disbanded after a few other deaths. But
And
the reason why...
And they found him.
Yeah, he was kind of left all alone, and because his mother, being Ifrit, was like, I don't really want my child to be on his own from now on. I'm going to be the person that he draws his power from. So she tricked him into making a pact, so then that way he had someone to take care of him. He is now 18. He does not like his mother's influence constantly there. It has caused quite a few interesting interactions, especially when he's met people of the opposite sex
that he finds interesting.
Yeah. Yes. He she's caused quite a few awkward encounters, we'll say that much.
That's a good word for it, yeah. Awkward encounters. Yeah, I cannot wait. I joke about Eva eventually going, yay, I'm going back to Akros. Looks at the rest of the party, oh god, I'm going back to Akros. But she is genuinely excited to go home. Okay, you know what?
There we go.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow. I just looked up just to see it all turn red.
It all went brown. Yeah. It is stupid if people think like that. Yes! Yes, it is mind-bogglingly dumb. That people have complaints about, like, armor that is... And the thing is, in my mind, ill-fitting armor is worse than no armor at all.
Definitely. You see, if it's ill-fitting because you just got a big caboose, understandable. You're gonna try and sort of find bigger armor to wear around that particular area. But if it's more on the lines of it's ill-fitting because design choices, then that's just stupid.
Yeah, or like, and the thing is, the thing is, like, if it's ill-fitted because, like, your character has had to, like, sort of scrounge around for armor, and they're not gonna have stuff that fits well, that's perfectly understandable.
Do I want to hear that story? Which story was it again?
Probably
Sorry?
the one of how they drew the ire of a inquisitor.
Oh. Oh, I see. Go on. I'm actually intrigued. Yeah, though I will say, with the Noriko sort of setting, you need a license to be a adventurer, and my person can't get a license because he doesn't know where he was born or under which kingdom he was born under. So that's interesting to play out because at the moment our party hasn't even taken a single quest yet because administrative
Kerfuffle.
issues. Yeah. Not that it's Noriko's fault, it's just one of those.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
It's one of those. It happens, and now we have to deal with it.
Yeah, yeah. We talked about this recently. I don't think we gave Cadmus alcoholism, but I think we just made the problem worse.
We aggravated any pre-existing alcohol problems he had.
Because we have to remember that poor boy has been working with Murdrin this entire time.
Yeah. For context,
So,
Murdrin is Tauros' mother.
mhm. And she is a very scary lady, a war priest of Iroas, and the only person that has made Eva jump under a couch and go, please God, please take me away from this mortal coil, please.
And just sort of go, please God, no, I'd rather not be here right now. Doo-da, doo-da.
I'll jump out the window and close it when the need arises.
5 minutes later, Murdrin comes in. Could have sworn I locked this. And
She isn't that bad to you, okay? She scared the living daylights out of everyone else.
It's one of those, your mother is a lovely person. Then why are you hiding under her sofa? Because she's also terrifying.
Your mother is a great woman. Your father picked her well. Why are you quivering? No reason.
Why are you scared? Because she's very, very large.
When a hyper-religious person's one job is to kill anyone suspected of being against their religion indiscriminately, there is no negotiating. Okay.
That is
Okay.
that's one of those where it's like, yes, but
Now I understand what Helioid is doing. Mellitus. My brain has been racking that for months. And they're thinking, what would be the point in doing that? And all of a sudden,
just
Jelly Bean comes in and my brain goes, oh my word, why didn't I think of that? Thank you, Jelly Bean. You've made me think of things that I didn't think I needed to realize.
you know what? No.
Yeah, keep the stub. I like the stub.
Is it technically accurate to a lion tail? No. Do I care? No.
You can kind of think of it more on the lines of like a birthing defect type thing.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't have the standard sort of Leonin tail. Yeah, there are videos out there that talk about how armor fitted for a bosom is for practicality's sake. Because ill-fitting armor, like I just said, is worse than no armor at all.
I wouldn't say Helioid is petty. I think he is a prideful person that comes off as petty. He's just a person with a very big chip on his shoulder, and any kind of knock at him, or at least in his general direction, rubs him up so far up the wrong way that he does the smiteth, and he smiteth hard.
As we found out with our dear beloved Crispy Kitty.
Mm-hmm. Who's not so crispy anymore as of this point in the campaign.
Yeah. As of this point, Aslan's issues have been fixed. He is no...
Wouldn't say fixed, more on the lines of rectified.
He no longer has a god. He no longer has agents of the god of death himself coming after his soul every single time the sun isn't up.
Didn't he get attacked at one point in the midday? I can't remember what day that was. I think that could have been the day we reached the temple.
When we reached the temple, they came for him the minute the sun went down.
Oh, yeah, they did, didn't they? Because we were like, oh, we got a couple of hours yet. We'll be fine. We'll just get him into the temple. No.
It's like everything will be fine. Uh-oh. Everything is fine. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Technically, yeah, kind of. I agree, Crow. Aslan has annoyed the least amount of gods.
But
there are still people that have definitely pissed off a god, whether trying to or not.
Yeah. I mean, there are some gods that are just going to be twerped off at the sheer concept of the party's existence.
Like Thassa, because Thassa is
grumpy.
Yes, grumpy, and she hasn't had her Snickers today.
Otherwise, either have low intelligence or just looking for something stupid to complain about. Yeah, that is a possibility. Yeah, another thing that I think
Nylea is petty to Tauros. I guess? But I think Nylea didn't really like Tuckus a little bit more.
Well, it is inevitable we are not going to get into the good graces of every deity.
No.
Heck,
no, definitely not.
Our party's entire... When we step into... Let's not kid ourselves. When we step into that, like, Minotaur Grand Central area, everything, even vaguely tied to Mogus, will go, excuse me, what?
Mm-hmm. I don't see no Mogus representation on your team.
Well, no, it's more just like we have a Leonin... No. We have a Minotaur who has forsaken their cultural ways, Tauros. A champion of Iroas, Eva.
A son of Iroas. He'd be prime target for a bit of a stabby, slaughter.
The entire party is going to be targets. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But,
oh, that's going to be really bad. I just had a thought.
Oh god, what?
Spyro walks in all friendly.
And it goes horribly wrong. Yeah,
Spyro cries in a corner over the corpses going, I just said hi.
Yeah, Mogus' credo. If it breathes, it shouldn't.
If it's nice, it must die.
Yeah.
I think that is Mogus's cleric's motto. If it breathes, it shouldn't.
Yeah, and given some of what we know regarding some stuff we've learned post Q&A. We have extra reasons to be scared of Bertrand. We can't really say what, but we have reasons.
I completely forgot about that. So as soon as you mentioned it, my brain went into Vietnam flashbacks. I was just like, oh no!
Fortunately, the party hasn't done anything to earn her ire yet.
I can just imagine.
Yet, of course, is the operative term here.
Yeah, I can just imagine Toro sends a letter back to his parents, just very, very casually, sort of like a PPS. He just put, right, just gonna go off to our old homeland. See you later, bye. And Murtrin's just like, honey, where's my mall? I'm going to get our son.
It's just like, I can imagine Toro's just saying it during ascending, and of course that'd be the last one, so he doesn't have a way to reply.
Yeah, and he's just like, why did I say that? I'm like, I don't know why you said it. Why did you say it? I don't know. I was trying to be helpful and let them know where we're going. You could have told them anything. You could have told them we were going to a flower shop in Melitus. No, you decided to tell her. Nah. The one place, apart from Akros, we weren't meant to go.
and of course, Ava's just kind of happily bobbing along, minding her own business. And it's just like... And she looks over... She looks over and she sees that Spyro and Tauros are both panicking, and it's just like, what did you do?
Murtrin's on her way here.
What do you mean?
I can silent image a couch when she gets here.
Yeah, it's just like... Yeah, it was just sort of like... The thing is... The travel time it's going to take for her to get there, assuming she doesn't just ask Iroas to teleport her.
That would be even worse. Can you just imagine just seeing a cloud of smoke coming up the road behind us? I'm like, that looks like Murdrin? Is it Murdrin? Just full on charging down the road. Tauros! Tauros like, hi mother! How does it go? Ah!
And everybody else in the party just hides.
Where did everyone go?
You're on your own for this one, Butto. Yeah, and of course, the only thing that would be worse is if Tauros mentions it when they return to Melitus afterward.
Yeah, so he's just like, yeah, no, we...
No, it's not my monster truck. My AV
Merchant writing. Yeah, that would just be a, hey, what's that up in the sky? Why
is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's an angry mother. Everyone get down!
Yeah, just cue Eva, like, diving into the nearest pile of bushes, not even caring. She's just practically sitting on Takis's head.
Takis is just like, ah! My thinker!
It's like, ow, my brain! It's like, shut up. Yeah, that would just definitely be a, uh-oh. Yeah.
Takis sitting in the bush. I know I said I want to be showered with lovelies, but I didn't expect this.
This is a bit much. It was just like,
this hurts more.
and Ava's just like, shh. We will all be dead. Or like,
can you just imagine as Murdrin's coming in, Tauros is just there singing West Virginia. He's just like
and then he just
take me home.
And then somebody's just like, hey Tauros, yeah, what's that up there? Squints a bit.
You might get
successful perception check. I think that's my mother.
Mm-hmm. You laugh, but Tauros can't hide. No, his mother will know him anywhere. Yeah, he's just there like, take me home to the place I belong.
Oh God, Mumsy!
West Virginia.
Mumsy, no, bad.
Okay.
Mama, why is Mom so bad?
I'll explain later, buddy. Okay? How about you go run and use the bathroom? Okay? Yes, you can take your little toy ATV with you.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Yeah, so the thing that would probably just quietly put the fear of God into everyone involved is just they're all just minding their own business. Everything is fine. And then they just hear in the and so it's just like, okay, why am I hearing Ride of the Valkyries? I've been hearing it for the past 2 hours.
I'm swooping in.
It's like, why am I hearing Ride of the Valkyries? It's been driving me nuts!
Word of advice, Mumsy, spare yourself the heartbreak and try it.
Never try a Beverly Scott.
Don't you worry, I know I'm not a singer, okay? I know I'm not a singer. In fact, I play on it.
But you play a bard.
I know, but still. You don't have to be a good singer to be a bard.
Fair enough. I mean, Eva's one, and I don't think I've ever actually sung for the party.
No.
And that's not gonna start now.
No. Yeah, no, yeah, I think the only person who hasn't really met Murdrin is Spyro.
Yeah, because he
I know
wasn't
for a fact
there for that.
No, he didn't meet her in the riots, though she was present.
And yeah, just he saw her in the distance and went, no!
He didn't even see her. Bearing in mind, Spyro is not exactly the most perceptive individual at the best of times.
He's a disaster.
So
let's not beat about the bush. He's a disaster.
He's a disaster as long as it isn't Jude. Then he notices
everything
big time. He notices everything when it comes to Jude.
There we go.
He doesn't give buffs to the party. He just puts beeswax in their ears and is singing, making the enemies cover their ears and fight worse. Well, do you know what? That is something I never thought about, but yeah, it could be.
Yeah, just so reason why I'm okay. What? Why are you acting like this?
You wanted to go up rather than
right.
sideways.
Yeah, just the thing is, like, the way the grasslands are described, I am kind of having to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Because I had someone recently ask me, why did Leonin raid other settlements? And I went, it's because of where they live.
Yep.
It isn't very
hospitable
in terms of agriculture.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get things to grow, so the Leonin had to adapt and survive by raiding those that could physically
you know what?
Create food. Sandstorm.
Or no, that's not the tool I wanted.
Boing.
I'll take care of that in just a bit, okay, buddy?
Exactly. You need to be artistically expressive. That's
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I would really love a moment where Tauros just sort of tells his mother, "Hey, listen, I'm in the country that you told me to never go to for reasons that I am not going to tell you because I am Dirt Boy."
It's like, hey, Mom, we're going to be going to this location. Tauros, why did you tell her that? Because she's my mom. She deserves to know where I'm going. Yes, and now we're all going to die.
Mergen just puts a hand on Asteros's shoulder.
I'm going out for a bit, dear.
I'm gonna kill our boy.
Yeah, Tauros is dumb, not foolish. He won't do that.
He admires life too much.
It's like, are you gonna tell your mom where we're going? No. Why? I enjoy being alive.
She has a mole, you know. Yes, we have seen the mole in her hands, and it was terrifying.
Awesome. Yeah. Tauros is
Ooh.
yeah, just like, it's definitely one of those where you just find yourself going, how did I get into this mess? Ava asks herself, how did I get into this mess? Almost every time she leaves the party unsupervised for more than 5 minutes.
Or when they wake her up because there's a random harpy horde coming in. Ava, honey, grab your bow.
And Ava just emerges from her tent going, something either needs to be on, either needs...
Mom, you go downstairs to get another surprise egg.
Ben, it'd be really nice if you could stay here with Mama for a little bit.
Mama, I need that surprise egg.
Ben. And there's just little bit of green around the little pool of water.
Yeah.
And something I realized I need to do on her that I completely forgot about.
Her paws, her bottom paws.
Well, no, not those. Like she has fur has a texture.
Oh, poop! We forgot the fur! How did we forget the fur?
Don't ask me, I don't know. Ben, honey, I have no idea how to put this together. I think Mummy might have accidentally tossed out the instructions. That's not how this works, child.
Aww.
Yeah, just... Yes, he is the party's second brain cell, and we adore him. And we adore him for it. There are also sometimes occasions where we go, well, we're all probably going to die now.
I think my favorite Tauros line was that moment where he just turned to Ava and was just like, "Oh, my father. Oh, he's given me so much grief. Can you just imagine talking to someone that dumb?" And Ava's just like, okay.
Ava's just like, I can only imagine. It wasn't dumb. He said, can you imagine talking to someone that stubborn?
I think he said dumb, though. I think he said dumb.
I think it was thick-headed.
Yes.
And Ava's just like, no.
No, Tauros. We'd never think that about you. I mean...
Well, the thing is, Ava does have experience talking with people that thick-headed. Her dad!
Yeah, no, he's stubborn. He be stubborn.
Yeah, it was dense.
Aha! Yes, I knew it!
But yeah, Ava does have experience talking to someone that dense. It's called her father. And oh dear lord, she's going to have to explain to him where she's been. Because
She doesn't.
she was supposed to be visiting them on leave.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's why she was in Akros in the first place. She was visiting her family. And then she got roped into this madness. And it just hasn't stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, when she does gain access to sending, there are so the first day she has it, she's going to use it to contact Captain Hippolyta and give her an update on the situation.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Captain, chosen by Iroas, return date to Akros, Melit Iroan Games, all well here.
All well here, not sane.
Yeah, it's just, all is well here. I might be slowly losing my mind, but that's okay. I didn't have much of one to begin with. And that's not Eva saying she's stupid, that's just her going...
That's her going, you gotta be kidding me.
Just, this is what I put up with. It's like, Eva, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Why? Well, Mama can fix that. Hand it here. There you go. Yeah. On bright side, Eva does have Eva has a lot of best friends out of this insanity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's got basically everybody in the party as like her best friend, and the sibling she didn't realize she needed or wanted.
Tauros. So, how would you define them in terms of sibling?
Because
Because we know that Tauros is either that protective older brother type deal,
or the very derpy surrogate dad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Aslan.
yeah.
What would Aslan be?
Friends in high places is a good thing. That's Eva for the party. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, Eva is... So, if anybody here has missed an episode of Sesh, please go watch it. We work very hard on it.
Mama, I think you should move that a little closer.
That's Spyro.
Yeah, just...
The stepdad who tries to be cool but comes off awkward. That's Spyro.
to everyone.
To everyone, regardless on whether or not you actually physically consider him a father to them.
Physically or emotionally or spiritually. Just in any respect. Yeah, he try. It's one of those, he's trying. God bless him.
Yeah. He just doesn't understand what it means to be cool. And then there's Takas, the cool brother that Spyro wishes he was.
The older brother who is probably a questionable influence, but
Yeah, he's the biker dude with the big leather jacket and
then poke what you want.
I want Axel.
Oh, okay. But yeah, just
Mama, I want Axel.
yeah, he's the skater boy with a heart of gold.
yeah, just Ava's Taurus's colleagues in the medical field. Yep, that's handy. And Ava just it is.
Yeah, I think that's basically the way Toro sees the rest of the party. I have helper number 1, assistant nurse. I have this person.
Yeah, this person over here.
Who I called a stray one time. Slowly glares at them.
Yeah, and the thing with, I think, what's interesting about us all is that when push does genuinely come to shove, it's not even a question of what do we do, we just do.
Yeah. We've all figured out a role for our characters in combat, which has worked pretty efficiently. Even when we were not exactly doing the world's best, we were still coming off on top.
And if not on top, then at least competent.
Yeah. There are a few things that
That some of us have derped hard on.
oh goodness gracious, yes. The amount of times I've forgotten certain things that Spyro can do. In fact, there is one thing that Spyro can do, and I still haven't used it.
Yeah.
And it would have been a good idea to do so in a particular fight, but I didn't think of it, and it really annoyed me. Because as soon as the fight was over, my brain went, I could have done that and made it a little bit easier for myself and possibly given the enemy disadvantage on actually hitting me.
Instead of just getting beat all to hell.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, just we can't wait for you guys to see some of the upcoming episodes. They're really, really good.
Oh yeah. Would it be weird if this particular Ava was holding like a canteen?
I mean, given where she is, no. I would just need to draw one. Taurus roll.
I just thought it was a
Yeah, Taurus roll.
and
Big guy. Yep.
and it could have the watermark on it too. See, I think of these things.
Yep. Yeah, it's just with Ava, a lot of things. Ava's got a lot on her plate at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I think all the parties got something on their plate, whether or not they consider it a thing. That remains to be seen.
Crazy wedding. Did you want to see?
No, Ben, Mummy doesn't need to, okay? And just with everything, I do wholeheartedly enjoy just the. Of course, then there's just everything. Okay, no. Honestly, canteens back then, at least ones she would have had access to, are probably just like treated bags.
yeah, just like a sheep's stomach or something.
Yeah, like this is a treated bag.
Yeah. Okay, that was a weird noise.
What noise?
Okay, you didn't hear it. That's all right then. That was weird.
Yeah, and a thing I think a lot of people do need to take into account with the party is, are we all just absolutely gremlins? Yes. But we're effective gremlins.
Exactly.
And not just effective in the ways we have tormented poor Cadmus.
Yeah, Cadmus has really got the short straw when it comes to dealing with our shenanigans.
Yeah, because
But
and there was the whole conversation Ava had with him where it's just like, "Hi, I am a walking, talking diplomatic incident just waiting to happen. And I'm dating your cousin.
And he's just like, son of a... just slowly beating his cousin in the background with a newspaper. Why'd you do this to my life?
And of course, at some point, there is going to have to be a sit-down discussion where he just goes, okay, let's just get it out here. How many different ways do you have to get into the city?
She goes, ooh, so I got plan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Well, no, it's just like all the different ways she has to get into the city. Well, it's like, so...
And then she stops talking and she goes, there was another one. I wonder what it was. Spyro just appears out of nowhere from a way that there before. Hey guys!
Oh yeah, that one!
Cadmus, the brother's back.
Just,
where's the ale?
Yeah, we give ourselves a lot of crap for being just absolute gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
But
you see, if we joke about us being gremlins here, we're not as much gremlins actually in the sessions. I've noticed.
Yeah.
We let it out before we actually get it.
Yeah, just we're not as bad.
Mm-hmm. We're controlled gremlins. We're rehabilitated gremlins.
Yeah. But I do think when we do get the opportunity to be in some of the no. Like if we get the opportunity to just end up places, I cannot like because there are going to be places we have to go to get to point A or point B or whatever, and there will be bits where Eva just goes, okay, I need you guys to be on your best behavior. Do you know what that means?
Spyro puts hand up. Do you mean best behavior like drunk Spyro, or do you mean best behavior like you're trying to babysit?
Best behavior, like I can leave you guys unsupervised for 5 minutes without coming back to a diplomatic incident and consumed crockery.
Spyro then puts his hand up again. So why are you going then? Accidental jab at Ava. Doesn't understand why Ava's drawing blade.
It's just, why is Ava grumpy? Will I be returning to Monster Hunter next week? Maybe? We'll see? It's definitely one of those, I might. We'll see how everything goes.
We'll see what the cards play.
And what I end up, and what my schedule ends up looking like. But, yeah. Oh! One more thing.
You're turning into Uncle from the Jackie Chan Adventures.
Son of a... No! Bad Spyro!
One more thing!
If I could, I would reach through this computer. But yeah, there's that. Okay. Yeah, we should.
While Susan goes off to the races.
We should be returning to Monster Hunter next week.
That's true. There are rarely clouds in the desert, but do you know what? There are times when they can show up. Mostly at nighttime.
Yeah. And I haven't really done the sky right for sunset, so where to...
Well, I guess they're very slight clouds.
Yeah, but better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah.
There.
Well, I guess you are technically Druid Ava. You might have been
doing some weather
controlling
shenanigans.
weather.
I don't think I have a druid. I don't think. Nope. The smaller desert creatures get their water from Tardoon are just stupidly efficient with water use. Yes, but Ava is not a small desert dwelling creature.
She is not a lizard.
Or a bug.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh god. No.
That is a minus point, but it's a funny minus point.
It's a thing that's accidentally become a meme.
Yeah, amongst us in the party.
Yeah. So
By the way, I did that to my wife the other day. My wife said something to me like, "What?" And I just burst out laughing. And she was like, "Oh my word, I think I need to get him checked."
probably.
Mama, my car's stuck. My Jeep's over there.
There you go. So Leonin Eva would resort to digging, searching for oasi, or opening cactus.
Yes.
And
That's if there were cacti.
Yeah. Or learning the spell create or destroy water.
A lifesaver on those long-term raids.
Yeah. Just
Mama, my car can't make it up the hill. It's over there.
yeah. Anyways, thank you all very much for stopping by. And I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.
Blisey, blah, 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 blisey, bye, 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 bye.
Are you okay?